Ladies and gentlemen, Totem Pole Nation, we are live with you on a Wednesday, June the 7th. A little bit of dark clouds over here, but everything is really good on my end. Coach Troy Taylor, what is happening, man? Huge podcast you had yesterday.
Yeah, man, had one of the best coaches in America, Nathan McPeak. Then for Coach Mariball to come on, Coach McNally come on, and then for Coach McPeak to hook us up with Bob Pruitt,
Ooh,
Randy Moss's coach,
Chad Pennington, Doug Chapman.
Chad Pennington. I mean, he was defensive coordinator at Florida. He recruited Aaron Kinney from Patrick Henry. Yeah. So
That's huge.
he has a lot of stories, and he's going to be coming on today. So that's pretty exciting.
That's what, 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. So what's up with Mr. Lucky? When will he be coming back on Totem Pole?
Yeah, we are excited about what is going on with him. We're just trying to get it coordinated with scheduling and whatnot. And he brought a guy to our attention, one Mr. Eddie, the Sensation Brown. And yeah, I watched a little bit of footage of this guy. And man, this guy will light you on fire with the quickness. He is in the MMA. He does boxing, bare knuckle, anything with a fist fight, he's in. And yeah, that's something that's in the works. Apparently, they're pretty good friends. Small town guy with big time dreams and a big fist to go with it. So yeah, man, looking forward to seeing what we can do with that. And yeah, man, we just got a lot going on. You know what I mean? We've got a lot going into the summertime. So now's a good time to kind of transition and try to make some different things happen. And yeah, man, I'm excited about it. Watched The Ultimate Fighter last night. It was the second show. It was the Team McGregor versus Team Chandler, and Team McGregor now down 0-2. Yeah, the guy got pretty much KO'd with a high knee, and then he could not defend himself, and the ref got him out of there. So yeah, Team McGregor down 0-2. And yeah, I was just watching that stuff, and you know they show footage of those guys hanging out, you know, eating together and stuff like that. And I'm just looking at this like, man, who cleans all this mess up? Is it those guys? I wonder about that, Coach.
No.
Yeah.
They probably don't clean it up. They got somebody to clean it up, you know. UFC is a huge organization, man. I mean, didn't they just get bought out by somebody? I was looking, Vince McMahon bought WWE for $1 million from his dad. Now it's worth like $8 billion. Wow, that was a good investment. How about that, man?
There was something about a collaboration where those two were supposed to have some kind of collaboration together, UFC and WWE. So yeah, man, interesting stuff, interesting concept. Tonight, huge game 3. And guess what, guys? We're back in Florida. Oh yeah, we're back in Florida. We're out of that crazy what is it? They don't have the humidity there. It's the
elevation.
The elevation that's so crazy. So yeah, I see those guys coming back down to earth. And you know, for them to sneak that last game, man, that's huge. So yeah, man, we'll be watching 8:30 tonight. Be watching the Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. And yeah, been a good series so far.
What's up with the Apple iPods, AirPods, EarPods, headsets? Are they? I mean, do you like the 5 and below headsets better than you like the Apple? What's the deal?
Yeah, you know, I don't have either one. I just saw where, I don't know if you saw it, but Apple just came out with some shades or some goggles. And I tell you what, I don't know if Madness or Bonesaw is getting any money, you know, residual, but those look like something straight off of the Macho Man Randy Savage back in about 80, 86, 87 era. But yeah, they're
Yeah.
selling those glasses, I want to say, for like $3,500.
Yes. Yeah. I
Wow.
mean, that's what they're worth. I mean, the Facebook, the Meta 2, I just got a Meta 2 headset to be able to get on reps, virtual reality, to get reps at quarterback. That is the future, man. Dude, that is the future. And the Meta 2, they sell that for like $400, but they don't make any money off of it. They sell it for what it costs to make because they're expecting you to buy stuff. You know, when you get in that metaverse, you have to buy the game. You have to buy this, you have to buy that. So, virtual reality, UFOs. I heard that they have rebranded UFOs. So, hopefully, they're going to come here, take me to their leader, take me back to my home, the Sombrero Galaxy. All right, Wyatt Bode, you need to come on. You need to come on the Totem Pole Life Lessons podcast and tell us a little bit about this because Wyatt Bode, he's an expert on. Did you know they rebranded UFOs?
No, I
People
did
were
not. That is the
offended.
first I've heard.
People were offended by the term UFO. So now they call them UAPs. UFOs are no longer termed UAPs. They're unidentified alien something. All right, UAP. That is a UAP is known as a unidentified aerial phenomenon. Unidentified aerial phenomenon instead of an unidentified flying object. Some people, I guess the aliens were offended by that term. What do
I
you
like the
feel?
verbiage.
What do you feel
I
about how do you
feel
feel about UFOs and UAPs, coach?
the upgrade on the verbiage, I do like it. The unidentified flying object, that's been around for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
Things are changing,
rebranding.
times are changing. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's not my specialty category right there. There's stuff out there, but I'm not looking for it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to focus on the things that I can see and the things that I can change.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things. I'll leave them alone if they leave me alone.
Well, I don't want to be
Right?
left
What did
alone.
ET? What did ET throw up?
Fine home.
He threw up two.
There was
He
one.
threw
I
up
think.
two, right? Did he one or
Well,
two? I thought he threw up the peace sign.
hey, I don't
Vader.
know.
Vader.
I'll call him my brother, ET, extraterrestrial. All right. So anybody that's offended by the term UFO, I apologize. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, even though I'm from the Sombrero Galaxy, wherever that is. So aliens, I told Wyatt Bode, they're coming. They're coming for you. They're coming for you in your dreams. It's like Freddy Krueger. Man, you remember watching Freddy Krueger when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was great stuff, man. That was great stuff.
Yeah.
You always thought he was. You always thought he was going to come from under your bed. You know what I mean?
Poltergeist.
Check that
Man.
closet out.
Poltergeist. Yeah. That was some scary music, man.
So I just saw some breaking news. Okay, Aaron Judge has a hangnail. He's going to be out for the next 10 days. He's on the 10-day DL. He's got a bad hangnail. Man, poor guy. These guys are just made out of butter these days, huh?
Well, Byron Leftwich had a
What about
leg.
Byron Leftwich? George Brett, that guy just made out of straight vinegar, piss and vinegar. And Byron Leftwich, remember those guys carried him down the field?
Nathan McPeak was one of the guys that carried him.
That's right. That's right. He was one of the, what, was he the center or the guard?
I don't know. He's one of the offensive linemen that carried Byron Leftwich. He went to a hospital, got an x-ray. They said, you got a broken leg, and he went back in the game. And they won the MAC championship.
Wow.
Because of that.
That is,
yeah. We are living in different times.
We are living in different times.
Totem Pole Nation. If you sit at home and wonder, well, whose side am I on? Am I on the good guys or the bad guys? Well, maybe you're on nobody's side. Maybe they're not on your side. Maybe you should become a member of the totem pole. We're the low man on the totem pole. How does that feel to you, Coach, to be the president? You're the
You
one
know
that the
what?
aliens are going to come talk to.
We are the low man on the pole. We started at the bottom, and we are still here.
We don't
But
want to go nowhere. We're going to stay right on Route 10, the south side of Saint Petersburg.
But yeah, I did. I saw one of the squared circle maniacs, the SCM crew, post that at the time they were actually watching one of my favorite movies, Enter the Dragon. And that is kind of seeing that is where the life lesson of today came from. And the life lesson of today is knowledge is power. Instead of buying your children the things that you never had, how about you teach them the things that you were never taught? Material stuff wears out, knowledge stays forever.
He was very young when he died, Bruce Lee. He said, all knowledge is knowledge of self. Enter the dragon. Do you think it was by coincidence that Bruce Lee was over there in China making a film? He had a headache, and a female actress said, "Here, take one of these," and he never woke up. Or how about his son? Yeah, this wasn't a loaded gun. And now he's dead. I mean, it was crazy, man. Like, you talk about a conspiracy. There's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. They need to look into this Bruce Lee thing.
Without a doubt, man. One of the greatest of all times, man. Be water. Be water. Yeah, man.
Yeah. What does that mean to you? To be water?
Yeah,
I
I don't
say
know.
water.
See, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's a beautiful sound, man. You see that waterfall right there? The way that flows?
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. We're all in this thing together. We're all
Go with the flow.
Together. Yep. And yeah,
Ride
man,
the wave.
I believe in the old school mentality, man. Old school is still going to be cool with me,
And
That's
you
right.
played high school football. He played high school football, ladies and gentlemen.
So the next time when the aliens come down, I'm just going to let them know that the next time you insult an American, make sure he didn't play high school football.
And you know what? We used to joke about that, but it's true. You have become Al Bundy, but you don't live in a little rancher that's only one room. All right, have the neighbors come in there. I saw that back in 1996, somebody accused, what was the neighbor's name in that show? Dolores or something? Dorothy. The neighbor.
Yeah, Dorothy.
They said you look like
Dorothy
Bruce. They said you look like Bruce Jenner. I mean, wow. Yeah, it was like, didn't you pay attention in 1996? Yeah. They told us what was going to happen. Man, I'm telling you, books are so 20th century. Now we're YouTubing. Now look at us. We're the totem polers. You can have a YouTube channel. You could be a rapper. You can make a rap video. Yeah. You can be anything you want to on the internet. You can even be a coach. Yeah. You could be a Twitter coach.
That podcast guy. You could be that podcast guy.
I am that podcast guy. All right. When you think of me, think of John Belushi. All right. And think of Joe Rogan. Well, I don't have a voice. It's called coaching football. It's called coaching football.
Yep. Little lemon water always helps with that voice.
I like it when my voice starts getting scratchy and deep. I like it. Makes me feel
So,
like I'm a drill sergeant.
how many guys you had show up for the workouts?
I don't know. I don't even count. I just know who ain't there. And if you ain't there, we're keeping track.
Don't
All right.
be that guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man.
Don't be that guy. Go
Yeah.
to class. Be a good kid. Work out. Yeah, you might make it in football, but if you don't do those things, you won't. Sorry. Don't work out. Don't go to class. Don't make good grades. Don't be a good person.
It's total package, man. It's a total package, and just talking about, knowledge is power, when and teaching people things that you weren't taught. I was never, taught all kind of stuff, and so when I had Sophia, when I had her a few weeks ago, we were talking, and she had mentioned how, she stood up for herself and, in front of the class, said something, back to the teacher. And, you know, that's the thing. I think what happened is, she embarrassed the teacher in front of all the students, and I just told her, how is that going to be a good thing for you? How are you embarrassing your teacher? uh, how's that ever going to be good for you? And she was like, you know what? I think you're right. And I was like, you might think that stuff. And maybe when it's just you and her after class, you say your feelings, but saying it out loud and embarrassing her, is not the right way.
What
And
happened?
and that's the thing too, man. That's the thing. Like, my wife's Spanish, she's Spanish, and my girls are super passionate. You know what I mean? And sometimes, from the outside in, it might look aggressive. You know what I mean? It might look a little aggressive, but they're passionate. They believe in what they believe in, and that's why I love them to death. But yeah, we just had that discussion, and I was just like, sometimes it's best, when you're in front of a bunch of people, not to embarrass her. And I mean, I'll tell you a life lesson right here, Coach. Same type deal when you're working, the nightclub, working in the bouncer, industry.
Yeah.
When you would have an issue, with a certain individual, it's not a good idea to go up when he's around all his buddies and tell him, you got to get out of here. It's just not a good idea. It never works out good like that. When you can get the individual where it's just you and them, it's a lot easier to tell them, or direct them or guide them or, discipline them than it is in front of their buddies. Because you do it in front of all their buddies, and you better be ready because you might just have the whole house fighting.
Man.
Yeah, man. That's true thing. I did not mention
Sounds
that
like
to
fun.
her, but yeah, hey,
Sounds like
used
the
to
Royal Rumble.
pay bills too,
Royal Rumble.
That's the
Man.
thing too, man. Those guys were making a lot more money than I was doing it. I was making maybe $15 an hour, back in the late 90s, 2000s. These guys now are walking around 25, $30 an hour doing that stuff. It's about time.
Man.
Oh, we have a
Donnie
comment.
Graves.
Donnie
Donnie,
Graves, what's going on?
you know Donnie?
Uh, I know a lot
Over
of people.
the top rope hot.
I love it.
Donnie, are you a wrestling fan? Coach Bald is one of the biggest
Oh, that's
wrestling.
our guy, Don Wayne. Yeah, heck yeah, man. That's
Yes.
our guy right there.
We just need to get him on here. Why are you not on here? You're a lot smarter than us.
Come a long way from Park Lee, my brother. Me and him could just tell Park Lee stories. When I was living in Park Lee, dude, we used to walk up to that 7-Eleven on Jeff Davis every day. And then we would walk all the way down to Jay's Food Mart. Jay's Food Mart was owned by an Asian gentleman. And we would save our money and we would buy Chinese stars from there. He had all the new wrestling magazines, man. That was like our go-to spot.
Jay's Food Mart's near Chippenham?
No. It's right off of Jeff Davis, right across from where Parkley Apartments used to be at. Yep, there's a Jay's Food Mart in the little what
You're
do they
talking about
call
the
it?
7-Eleven across the street from Parkley.
There was a 7-Eleven there forever
Yeah.
across Parkley. Then there was a gas station.
And
Then there
then
was a
Jay's
couple
is
trailers.
further up near Wilson Trucking,
Yeah, yep. But
but
yeah, man,
not too far. It's
walk
in
there.
that little strip mall. Used to be a
Yep, in
baseball
strip mall.
card shop there a long time ago.
Yep. And man, we did. We used to buy. I mean, after that, we used to bike. Down to Kmart. We would bike
All the
over
way to
to.
Chippenham.
We'd bike over to Bensley. We would bike right behind the firehouse there, like going
And
towards
Bensley.
Bensley.
Yeah.
Dude, there
That's where
used to
Jimmy
be
lived.
this lake that we would go to, and it.
Y'all were basically like the Goonies. Y'all were basically like Lean on Me or Stand By Me, whatever the movie it is. I can't ever remember what song. Stand By Me, the one written by Stephen King. Coach Bald has frozen up. He must not have played his Wi-Fi this month. But if you don't know what we're talking about, just Google Jefferson Davis Highway. I'm sorry, I can't say that. Route 1. They've rebranded it just like UFOs. We can no longer refer to UFOs as UFOs. It's now UAPs. I remember when I was in 7th grade. Was it 7th? No, 4th grade. 4th grade, I had a teacher who, AKA the Pike. You are exactly right. It will always be the Pike. All right. But I had a 4th grade teacher at OB Gates. She must have been really into UFOs because she, for some reason, we did like a whole 2 months on UFOs. It was like the one where the fire in the sky, where the guy got taken up into the, UFO. Man, like, why are you teaching a 4th grader this stuff? Like, I had nightmares, man. I was scared to death of the UFOs. Now I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting them. Hey, take me to your leader. Coach Bald is our leader, and our leader has disappeared. Coach Bald might have gotten abducted by UAPs. Oh, he is back. Coach Bald, did you get abducted by UAPs?
Man, I'm telling you, you're talking about them, and you might be bringing them here, man. I don't know if that's that. It could be Elon looking for the madness over here. You never know. You never know with this crew.
You never know.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, sorry about that, man.
That's okay, man. Y'all were like the Goonies. Y'all were like the Stand By Me movie.
Yeah, we were, man. We were. Yep, absolutely. But yeah, we'd venture out, and that's what we'd do, man. We'd be in the bikes, and we'd just look for little adventures. We'd look for little creeks. There's a cherry hole that we would go to. That there was a pipe with who knows what kind of dirty water in it running into, a little stream, right beside the railroad tracks there. And man, we used to hop in that thing and swim in that thing like crazy, man. It's the best thing you could imagine. But yeah, that's kind of how I would say it was kind of like a Goonies, man. We were always up for some fun adventures.
And because you swam in that water that was right next to DuPont, you never got COVID. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's exactly true. I've been one that has
we can't say that word too many times. If we say that word too many times, we'll get banned by YouTube.
Yeah, I've never got that, and I think almost everybody I know has gotten it. And there was one time where we were leaving a vacation. We did Colorado for like a Christmas, New Year's vacation. And then we hopped on, when we got back, we drove over to the Orlando area and then hopped on a boat and did a cruise. And I remember we carried our luggage on the cruise because it was, it was the new year and it was cold in Colorado. So just from going from, that type of elevation, that cold weather back to the warm weather, like, we both had snot rockets and we were both kind of hacking a little bit. But yeah, we did the COVID test on the boat, and we carried our luggage on the boat just in case, because you don't want to not be able to go on a boat, but yet your luggage, you're sitting there saying bon voyage. Yeah, like there goes your luggage, but you're staying. So we carried it on, and yeah, we both passed, and it was like wow. So that was great. That was one little scare, but yeah, man. Besides that, we never, neither one of us ever got it. And, her being in the medical field, she had to treat people. And man, when it first started going too, like, dude, man, she had on like she had on the regular mask that she always wears, but then she had on these like big Macho Man type shades. Then she had the freaking shield type deal. Yeah, man, it was wild. I remember she sent me pictures and I was just like, who the heck is that astronaut?
Man, what a life.
Yeah, man. But did you ever get that? Did you get the vid, Coach?
Oh, COVID-19? Yeah, when I went to Florida. Florida. Yeah, I went to Florida last summer, and my girlfriend had gone to Las Vegas, and her family, they went to Las Vegas, and one of her family members had it that was from North Carolina. She got it in Las Vegas, brought it back. We went to Florida, and then I got it. And that's when I really started studying YouTube. I got quarantined. They told me I could not coach if I did not get the shots. So that's my dedication to football. I was willing to get the shots so I didn't have to sit out. The guy said, "Hey, coach." I was like, "Hey." And he's like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I got to give you your shot." I said, "Well, can I get a gallon of it?" All right, because I want to make sure that I can't miss any games. Actually, that was the year we went 1-5. Maybe I shouldn't have got the shot, and then I could have missed them all. Man, what a life. What a world we live in. Man,
that's true, man. That's true, man. That's it, man.
America.
There's so many student athletes as well that teams would not let them, compete unless they got that as well, man.
Yeah.
It's
the NFL. You mean the NFL?
I mean
the
that
NBA?
College, you name it, man. Yeah, you
Mhm.
name it.
They fired the coach at Washington State because he wouldn't get it. They fired him.
What? And wasn't it Antonio Brown that came out and said like he got a fake shot or he got a fake passport shot?
He bought it off the dark web. He bought his COVID card off the dark web. Yeah, so did Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, they were like, "Nah, we're not doing this now." Yeah.
So you mean when we were back in high school and we were trying to get fake IDs just to drink alcohol, that these people are getting fake IDs to not get the COVID shot?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got a COVID card.
Brilliant.
I got a COVID card somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere.
That's brilliant. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. He got immunized. He didn't get vaccinated. He got immunized, is the way he put it. Right.
Nice. Nice, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it
sounds like a B12 shot.
It's very
B12 shot.
That's why we're Totem Pole. All right.
Yeah.
If you have to text me to figure out what happened to the $20 trillion on 9/11 that was in the Pentagon, all right, I'm probably not the right guy that knows that. It disappeared. Okay. Yeah. We don't know what happened to it. It was there and now it's gone. But it went somewhere, but I don't know. This is Totem Pole, baby. So give us something in the comments. Give us something in the comments. We're sitting here today. Look at that backyard. All right, he has another nickname. It's Coach Bald. Just look at my backyard. Coach
Look at
Bald,
that, baby.
just look at my backyard.
So I'm looking forward to the guys too. They had a Dark Side of the Ring last night on Magnum TA. Terry Allen,
He's
who
from
was
Virginia Beach. He's from
Bob Beach in
Virginia
the house.
Beach, Virginia.
Yeah, man, he's one of Dusty Rhodes' main guys. He had some epic battles with Tully Blanchard, Nature Boy, Ric Flair, all of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, he was a star.
Yeah, they're definitely going to hit that. Awesome. I love having those guys on board, man, because I'm going to learn so much from them, without a doubt, man. But let me give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Cultivate Wellness. Check them out. Go to the website. Plenty of amazing products to help you live a better life, more comfort. Health is wealth these days. And Saint Pete Rejuvenate. Check us out. If you log on right now, you'll see a link pop up for the free IV hydration, and that's very clutch this time of year when it starts getting warmer. And you had those graduation parties, you have pool parties. You don't want to go feeling like hell come Monday going into work, trying to drag yourself in there. Definitely get the IV hydration. We're giving it away. It's a giveaway. So
wow.
So check that out. But yeah, appreciate that, man. Any other words for the day, Coach? What else is on your heart? What's on your mind?
Knowledge is power, and keep learning, keep getting knowledge, and keep learning more about yourself. Because when you learn about yourself. All knowledge is knowledge of self. And that's what Coach Bald, look at my backyard, preaches. I think you would be a very good bad guy. Look at my backyard and look at yours. That's right. You're not me. You want to be me, but you're not.
Have you ever heard, the University of Nebraska?
Yeah, Cornhuskers.
So every time I meet somebody from there, I always say, it was some joke where it was like, what the N really stands for? Knowledge.
Mm.
They love it.
Knowledge.
They love it.
Nebraska.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Totem Pole Nation. Have a great Wednesday to the next episode.